This is Amud Yomi Gemara Shabbos Daf Chav Hey Amud Aleph. We're up to the last line of Chav Daled Amud Beis, which is the middle of discussing the reasons why Ein Sarfim Kachim B'Yantif. We've already brought down Chizkiyav, Tanandvei Chizkiyav from the Basik. We've already brought down Abaya and Rava. Now comes along Rav Ashi. And Rav Ashi says in the last line of Chav Daled Amud Beis, Shabbat Shabbaton. That says the pasuk that it has to be Shabbos Soin, a day of rest. Asay, that makes there an asay. V'havalei Yom Tov asay v'lois asay. And Yom Tov is both an asay and a lois asay v'in asay. And an asay, which is the mitzvah of burning their karbanos. Doichas lois asay v'asay cannot be doicha the din of Yom Tov, and that is the reason why ein sarfin kachim be Yom Tov. Says the Gemara, b'yantav hu da'aser. As we continue on Chavei Amud Aleph, the third line says the Gemara in Yantif is when it is aser to burn a candle with truma temeya, which was the din in the Mishnah on the previous Amud. The obvious implication is ha b'chol during the week, shabir dami, that b'chol during the week it is mutter. It's a mutter to get benefits from truma temeya that is burning. Says the Gemara, my time, what is the reason? And the depth of this question, really, we see in the Mefarshim over here is that Truma is like Bikurim. And therefore, and Bikurim are like Meiser Sheni, but the detail that we need is that you can't get benefit from them. So therefore, one would assume that you can't get benefit from Truma, which is Tameh. Which brings us to the question as to why we're saying now that B'chol, it is mutter. Explains the Gemara, Amarav, Ksheim shemitzvah lisrei v'akotchem shenitma'u. Just as there is a mitzvah to burn the karbanos that became tamei, kach mitzvah lisreif es truma shenitbeis. Ve'amra ta'ira. And regarding the truma, says the ta'ira, b'shas bi'uray tehenem yimenu. During the time of its burning, you're allowed to get benefits. So interesting. The Gemara's kasha was why? And the answer is, shteit in Torah. The pasuk says you could get benefits. But says the Gemara, hey, Chanamra Torah, you didn't quote a pasuk. Where does the Torah say that you could get benefit? Explains the Gemara, Midrav Nachman. Dam Rav Nachman, Amar Ravu, Amar Kra, Vani. We're about 10 lines down. The first one line is Kra. That says Hashem as he's speaking to Aaron HaKoyen. I've given you a mishmeres, a safeguard, a litruma yisai to my trumais. B'shtei trumais hakasam medaber. The trumais in the pasuk is plural. Explains the Gemara, it's referring to two trumais. Achas truma tahira, v'achas truma tameya. And v'amer rachmana lecha. I'm giving it to you on both of these trumais. From here we learn out. Teaches Rav Nachman and Rabbi Ravua Shelcha Tehei Lasika Tachas Bishvilech, that the kohen are allowed to get benefit from it. You're allowed to burn it underneath your pot. You're allowed to get positive benefit from the truma temeya. Mikar number 1. Viba Yisema. And again, if you're doing the math, we began with a source that you're not allowed to burn karbanos in Yantif, which segued into the obvious implication that you could get benefit from the Truma Tameya during the week. Makar number 1 says Rava Tfeferish in the Torah Lecha from Rav Nachman. Viba Yisema, another Makar mid Rav Avua. Dam Rav Avua Rav Yechon v'loy bi'arti miyada b'tamei. One, after he says the vidoy on the Maisrais, he says, I did not consume it. I did not consume it in a state of tama. Which implies from it. Meiser Sheni, the pasuk is talking about you cannot consume, you cannot benefit when it is tamei. But you could get benefit from truma that is tamei. Ask the Gemara, wait. But maybe what it means is that you're allowed to consume shemen shel kodesh shenitma, but it's not necessarily referring to truma, but rather is referring to the karbanos For example, the shemen of the carbon mincha, says the Gemara, yeah, well, it could mean that, but lav kal v'chaymer. It's a kal v'chaymer. Uma meiser akal, meiser, which is less kedusha than kodshim, than karbanos. Amra Torah, lo bi'artu enu b'tamei. Says the Torah, meiser sheni again. We're talking about meiser sheni, that's the pasuk itself. Meiser sheni lo bi'arti mimenu b'tamei. You cannot consume it b'tama. Kaidesh, actual karbanos, chamor, which is more chamor, lo kol shekin, that you certainly can't get benefit. So the Gemara's kasha was, maybe the pasuk is talking about shemen shel kachim, the oil of karbanos, of the carbon mincha. Says the Gemara, can't be. If you can't get benefit from Meiser Sheni, certainly you can't get benefit from karbanos. Says the Gemara, okay, now I'll throw that back at you. A truma that's tummy, I'll say the same kal v'chaymer, that truma is more chamer than meiser sheni, so you shouldn't be able to get benefit from it. Says the Gemara, but wait, hakse mimenu. What are you going to say? The Pasuk says mimenu, limiting just to that which you're referring to, which is meiser sheni. Classical kasha, says the Gemara, umarayis. So how do you know? On one hand, mimenu limits. Only Meiser Sheni you can't get benefit. On the other hand, we have this Kal V'chaymer teaching us if you can't get benefit from Meiser Sheni, certainly not Kodshim. And now we're asking certainly not Chuma Tameya. Says the Gemara Mistavra, a Svara. Kodesh Lo Mimatinu. We're not going to exclude Kodshim from the Isser. Shkein Simin Panak Akas. Because you have a bunch of Chumras of Kodshim, which is what? Pigol Meiser Carbon, that's Pinak. Akas, which is Mila Kares Asr La'inain. That Mila Kares, and it's forbidden to an Ainain. So there are many Chumras of Kodshim. So says the Gemara, we cannot learn out, it's Mistaver, that Kodesh is not excluded, and rather Kodesh is like Meiser Sheni, that you can't get benefit from it. Says the Gemara, 1 second, the obvious kasha. No, you shouldn't be able to get benefit from Truma. Why? Because there's also chumras about Truma Shekain Machbasimin, which is what? Misa Chaimesh Veilcha Pedin Vasur Lizarim. So we're back to square one as we turn over to Chavheim and Beis. We can't figure this out. The pasuk says Mimenu by Truma, by Meiser Sheni, you can't get benefit. We're trying to learn out you can, yes, get benefit from Truma Tameya, and we're shtickle stuck because we have Kodshim, we have Truma Tameya, we have Meiser Sheni. Says the Gemara, Hanach Nefishi. When it comes to Truma, there's more Chumras. Viba Yisema, Kodesh Chamer. Says the Gemara, or you could say that Kodshim is more Chamer. Shkein Einish Kares. So says the Gemara that it makes sense that Truma is not part of the Isser. That the Chumras that are, excuse me, I said it wrong. That made no sense. Rewind the tape. Hanach Nefishim, Kodshim has more Chumras. So if we're going to exclude one and allow benefit, it makes more sense, says the Gemara, that to be Meiser Sheni. V'ba Yisim, the second teretz is Kodesh is Chamer. Kodshim is more Chamer. Why? Because Shkein Einish Kares puts it into a league of its own. So it makes more sense that Truma Tameya is that what you get benefit from. And finally, one last raya. With regard to Truma, it says it's given to you, which shows us that Truma is fit for fire, obviously only whenever it comes Tameh. So 2 different reasons, I say 3 different reasons why you can, yes, get benefit from Truma Tameya, either because Kodshim has more Chumras, Kodshim is Einish Kares, Truma, it says Lai. So 3 different reasons why Truma Nitama'a, one can, yes, get benefit from, which we're learning as we excluded from the pasuk of Mimenu that only Meiser Sheni you cannot get benefit from, which is really the diuk that we're learning as we started today, that only Yom Tov is usher to get benefit, but B'chol you can, yes, get benefit from the Truma Tameya.